We have this every single time.
We do. We cannot stick an opening. No
Are we
matter
on
what.
air?
We are on air. We are
Okay.
live. We need one of those live buttons.
We really do.
But, everybody, welcome to another episode of Ridiculous Ruminations. I am the almost famous DM Dave.
I'm the world famous Lemmy, a.k.a. Adam.
And I am Phoebe, a.k.a. Sun Chaser.
Thanks for joining us again.
Of course.
So, all right,
Always
so
a pleasure.
a couple of announcements that we got to go through first. Okay, so, and we are coming from you live, as usual, from beautiful sunny Arizona, which is now covered with clouds and humid as hell.
Holy fuck, it feels like South Carolina.
Oh my God, this
In
last
the butt crack of July.
3 sessions, it feels like we're in the deep, deep South.
I'm melting.
But we do it because we love you, and that's why we're here.
Also, we wear deodorant, so we're all good with each other right now.
We really are. Give it a couple hours, though, it might be a different story.
Yeah, they're all together.
Now, so our next session in 2 weeks, it'll be a little different. We are moving to our ultra secret, top secret, super hidey hole in northeastern Arizona, and we will still broadcast live from there, but it is a super secret. We don't want any stalkers.
You have bandwidth up there?
Yeah, there's a little.
Good luck.
We'll try to.
We'll try to.
Dave's letting us in his secret hole.
It's the secret lair.
It is a secret lair. Also, some of you may have noticed that the recap was a little bit late getting up this time around. We actually have a fantastic staff that writes this, and I did have to discipline them. I had to cut off the AC to the shed that they work out of. They were a little complaining, but work faster, Rider Monkeys. Start typing that keyboard a little bit harder. You guys are really fantastic. I really do love you, except for Mike. Fuck you, Mike. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That's the reason I fucking fired you after everything I did for you. I know it was you. I know, without a doubt, it was you that was going in and into my stash of baking powder. That nobody eats that many fucking powdered donuts. Nobody. So fuck you. There's a reason you got fired. And yes, your porn mustache sucks. Fuck you.
Hey, wait. I feel attacked right now.
Oh, you're not Mike.
No,
Mike's
I'm
a
not.
dick. There's a reason he got fired. Fuck him.
Man.
Okay.
Either way.
So, and I felt justified in cutting off the power and the AC. I mean, work faster. It's kind of an incentive to get that stuff back.
Dance, monkey,
Sweatshop
dance.
mentality.
Well, of course. They have a luxurious, aluminum shed in the backyard that they work out of.
Oh, 150 square feet of it?
No, I got the deluxe. It's 200 square feet.
Oh, okay. Well, then they have nothing to complain.
I'm not cheap. So, all right. Anything you guys want to go over before we start?
Trigger warning. There is extreme graphic violence in this episode. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well-deserved graphic violence, I will say. But
Lemmy was
graphic
blowing off a
violence
little steam.
nonetheless.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of satisfaction that came out of
Oh,
this
God,
one
yeah.
for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys came back from the crossover event that we had with the other team. Finally back in Galveron's house after the Mists of Ravenloft had released you guys and your encounter with
Yeah,
the
a year
dragon.
fucking later.
No, you'd already passed a year. That was in the book.
I know. Either way.
That was the unicorn.
We hadn't processed that by that point that we got sucked into this bullshit.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a double whammy for the team because Druk reappeared for that adventure, and then was gone again.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That was not fun.
and it was kind of sad to see Lemmy running through this, mansion, looking for Druk to see if he, even though everybody's trying to say, look, he's not here.
Yeah, but he was just there. He was just there. I was just talking to him.
So, guys, it happens sometimes in Dungeons and Dragons, especially with a group that's very roleplay heavy like we are. There's gonna be things that sometimes will break your character, and it was heartbreaking to watch Lemmy just kind of sit there. And Sunchaser, of course, came and tried to do the motherly thing and
Mama Bear.
Mama
him and
Bear.
tell him it's okay and.
Hatch nefarious plans with him.
It's true. Even though I didn't want you to come, that was going to be Lemmy's swan song.
When you actually see, though, that Lemmy is in a wine cellar full of booze and doesn't touch any of it,
Yeah.
Lemmy was a broken person at that point.
You think Sunchaser didn't put these things together? That's why I insisted on
Oh, I know. I know you did. I know you did. Because Lemmy was going out in a blaze of glory. He wasn't going to give a shit. He was going to murder everybody else in that home.
And Sunchaser wasn't having it. But she did want revenge.
And, yeah, because nobody calls Sunchaser a dog. You weren't having none of that.
Nope.
But you guys also realized that after a year, not that you guys were wanted, but if you guys popped up, it was going to be a bad deal for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Faye Dove kind of filled you guys in on the goings-on in the town and what was happening. So you guys hatched a plan. And part of this was another Lemmy plan.
99% of it was a Lemmy plan.
Why don't you go ahead and explain your plan?
Well, so Velociraptor, fucking whatever the fuck his name is,
Douche canoe.
douche canoe, cunt rag, he's
Kelris.
Douche canoe.
Yep, ketamine
Feel
was whatever his name is, was a snake poisoning people with his words, and he also spoke ill of my HBIC. So I was going to make sure that he couldn't speak anymore. But I also had to make sure that he couldn't write anymore. Because it would be way too simple to be able to just write his messages down until he was able to get himself freed. So I devised a plan to utilize my sovereign glue to glue his lips shut, then place a leather patch over his mouth, which also had sovereign glue, and just to make things more fun, other than just, putting his hands together like that, because he might have been able to scribble, I made sure that we glued his hands like this. So go ahead and fuck yourself if you think you're going to write that way.
And then Sunchaser came up with a
A
modification.
very
to his plan.
valid point.
I did, and very valid, because sovereign glue with a wish spell?
A wish spell,
A wish
or
spell
universal
or
solvent.
the universal solvent, which we knew was out there,
We
not that
did.
far away, because it was where we bought the glue.
Yep.
I was like, he could get a hold of that. We need to cut his tongue out if we never want him to talk again.
And in hindsight, I should have cut all his fingers off too, but either way. But I now have his tongue in my pocket, and we're getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Yep, used Axial to stop
yeah.
the bleeding
Yeah, I
so he
did
wouldn't
that.
choke. Because, Faye Dove cautions you not to kill him.
Right, we
Right,
don't want to make a martyr.
You don't want him, exactly. Things were already tense enough in Sylvanos to begin with. They are really on the verge of a civil war.
Yeah.
So you
We might have
guys
started
devised
it.
everything, and with Atos,
I
you're
think I
half
might
of
have
the
created the next BBEG. I'm just saying, I got another asshole with a real big vendetta against me.
group. You seem to collect those like baseball cards.
Come at me, bitch.
I'm not saying that it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah.
But, the potential's always there. I got to hand it to you, though, and you guys, you two and Atos took off, because you guys
Yep.
were the stealthy ones. Of course, Sunchaser downs a potion of invisibility, a greater invisibility potion, which gives you invisibility for 24 hours.
And
if you-
advantage on stealth, because I'm not that stealthy.
And if you'd have been a magic user, you'd have been able to cast while invisible, but you're not.
No.
Well, as long as you don't actually make an attack, you get to stay invisible.
Which ruined a little of my fun, but I did need to be able to escape, too.
That's
so.
okay.
And
You
not
got
that,
to watch it.
Not
Yes.
that Lemmy didn't try a few things.
But if things had gone awry, I would have said F the invisibility potion and jumped in, so.
Because Lemmy wanted to slap Sunchaser on the ass so bad, you could almost taste it in the air. But he didn't, because Sunchaser might instinctively reach out and punch him in the face, which would then ruin her invisibility.
That was true. That was
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
So Phoebe, you made Sunchaser have a lot of self-control.
I did.
But the other half of your team, snuck out of town, which you guys were going to meet them
Yep.
later. And they ran into
Split
a few...
the party, y'all.
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
to.
you had
But
to.
again, it was Lemmy's swan song, so he knew he was going out or he was coming back. That was it.
So, and they ran into a little bit of their own trouble, which they were able to avoid, town guards, because a little pet rust monster
I don't know what you're talking
decided to chirp up at exactly the wrong second. Yep. So, but
We're working on it.
It's true.
She is working on it. It will be interesting to see what happens with Rusty, as time goes on.
I pictured like all the movies with the mother running with the baby and they're hiding and trying to keep the baby from like crying out.
Absolutely.
I kind of picture like Lilo and Stitch a little bit on this one. Like that is a fuck you kind of monster right there.
Yeah.
And you've got this warrior badass running around with it. Nobody really knows what it is.
Such a strange dog.
Yeah, that's what they thought Stitch was.
Yeah.
Some people know what it is.
So, you guys sneak into the Fieldthas estate quietly, and the guards are a little lazy, right? Because even though there's a lot of tension in the city, he's pretty high up. Nobody's going to mess with him. They're pretty bored. They haven't had any action in well over a year. So they get very complacent, which works out well for you guys. You guys still found that same tree that you used the first time to get up to the third story. And thank God there was no traps on any doors.
Yep.
Again, a little bit of complacency. Although, you were scared of a trap house.
I was absolutely. And why wouldn't I be? I got fucking. Didn't I lose my eyebrows in this place?
Yeah, you had your whole face burned off.
Yeah.
So,
That was before this place.
Well, either way, it's happened to me before.
well, yeah.
Because Anna didn't like you because your eyebrows were gone.
Yeah,
That was
that's
part
right.
of it.
Poor
That
Sithis.
was way
Yeah,
but
multiple places.
do you have them back now?
I have them back now.
Oh, yeah. So, it was so... Lemmy was so scared he had to play Boulder Parchment Shears with Atos.
Yep.
And
I'm so saying that from now on, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you, Critical Role.
Yeah, we ripped it off. So don't sue us. We don't have anything to take. So
We don't.
which,
Make you a
You would be
martini,
so
maybe.
small compared to
on
them, they
a
wouldn't even care.
on a side note, I am up to the very final episode in the last about an hour of Critical Role, and I'm sad.
That's a hell of a show.
It really is.
Season 3, mid-October.
Did they already announce it?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Because you and I were just talking about that.
We
but
were.
we didn't think it might be till the beginning of the year.
Yeah, no, they made a release on it the other day. So, and they're doing some more narrative telephone, but this time it's going to be with the Exandria Unlimited cast, which I'm looking forward to because they're fantastic as well.
Excellent. So, well, you guys remembered which door seemingly had a bedroom in it.
Thank
and
God.
Atos being the only one that can see in the dark.
Yeah, that wasn't a brilliant plan.
Opened up, and while elves don't typically sleep, right? They just meditate. They will stretch out on a bed for relaxation and sometimes even for meditation. And lo and behold, your prey was laying there deep in meditative contemplation.
I was surprised to see him on a bed.
So
I was too, because I was ready to like go behind him and get ready to
I
like
thought it was
grab
gonna be.
him.
I thought it was gonna be pretty easy. Like,
Yeah.
get him in the chokehold, wrap your legs around him,
Yeah.
straighten him out, and do this. But
And then he was on the
he
bed.
was on a bed, and that
I was
totally
like,
fucked
oh,
everything up.
Yeah.
is this the first time you've been in my games?
No,
Have I ever made it that easy?
No.
In fact, you guys start getting nervous when it starts going easy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little bit.
we do
But
get
then
more
it doesn't
nervous.
go easy. And then
Never.
it's a Dave's game.
It never goes easy.
But you guys still managed to get it all figured
We did.
out. You come out on top, right?
We did.
Hopefully, I at least make it interesting.
I definitely came.
Level of
I definitely came on top, for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
good. I mean, you should come out on top.
100% came on top.
You know-
Glazed donut. What?
I came in all different positions.
Well.
Oh wait, what are we talking about?
You started it. Shut up.
No, I think you did.
Whatever.
Boys.
Well, you notice how quick we finished.
Par for the course.
It was less than a minute, and we
Hey,
finished.
hey, man, that's like an extra, 15 minutes of glory afterwards.
As long
You
as I'm
just take
satisfied.
your time. And, yeah, no.
As long as I'm good. I got mine.
Technically, he got his too.
He did. He really got his too.
He got his comeuppance.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So with a little bit of struggle, and you tried your magic mushroom trick again,
Fuck, I know.
and he made his save. So, but just with sheer brute force, you guys were able to knock him out.
Yes.
And I really like the idea of Sun Chaser being completely invisible and holding the door closed.
Yep. That was great.
Just in case somebody, because he did yell out.
Yep.
But you guys had enough time to actually cut out his tongue, which woke him up, and passed him back out again.
Yep.
Cauterized the wound with cold. And then in my mind, I'm just watching these leather strap and patch just kind of float through the air because Sunchaser's invisible, bringing it over.
Oh, yeah.
Where
that would have been weird.
You got the reverse hands.
Yep.
Right? Stuck the tongue in your pocket.
Yep. Yep. 100%. Yeah.
Looking at your handiwork and then figuring, shit, you guys got to get out of here. You wanted Kelris, I think, to see that it was you, but you absolutely didn't want any other guards to see you.
No, absolutely. I wanted him to be able to report back who did it to him, if he ever gets use of his faculties again.
Only time will tell.
If he doesn't, oops, bitch knows it was me.
So,
don't fuck with me, dude.
Time will tell.
Yeah. He took on Lemmy's rage. Lemmy was in a very dark spot at that moment.
So, and then making your way back outside, because as soon as you open the door, you could hear people and see some torchlight starting to come up, lantern light come up the stairs.
Yeah.
Guys did real well on your rolls and getting out, and then you ran like you fucking just robbed the place, or maybe had murdered somebody.
The dice gods
it was
were
kind
with
of
us that
in
night.
between.
It really was.
I robbed him of his tongue,
his ability to speak.
his ability to speak. I murdered. Shut the fuck up. And I murdered his soul. Hopefully,
I gotta say though,
because he was a man that was so high and mighty that without his ability to communicate, oh, it's going to drive him insane.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
So-
kind of guy like that.
That was the entire intent on that.
Loves to hear himself talk.
Oh. Kelris loves to hear him some Kelris.
He does. And the problem is people were fucking listening to him.
Yeah, he held a lot of power.
That was the problem. And I killed that, at least for the time being.
At least for the time being. I got to admit, though, the trio of Sunchaser, Lemmy, and Atos worked out really well.
It did. It did. But then you have two people that can hide in a fucking bright white room in sunlight and nobody can see them. So
Right, but as almost like a covert strike team, that's a good combination.
it is, especially with Sunchaser and her magical weapon, which if she unleashes, holy fuck, you better be the BBEG or you're screwed.
Even some.
Even then.
Even then, some of them are
she
screwed.
did screw up that one shark person.
Wait till tonight. I mean, I'm sure everything will go smoothly tonight. I doubt there'll be any combat.
Oh.
We've already set booby traps. We know there's going to be combat.
Yeah.
We'll just see how well those work.
Why is it as soon as we get done with one thing, we
'Cause
instantly...
Our DM's an asshole.
We can't ever just travel a certain distance.
We don't
with,
get
like...
we don't get the shopping show like everybody else. There's not that day where we just get to gallivant. We got like one of those in the last year.
No,
We've had a couple of
the
those.
glue.
Yeah.
We got the
You
glue.
bought the glue.
That was a shopping.
That was like 20 minutes of shopping.
Yeah. It's called Dungeons and Dragons. It's not called Meadows and Plains.
Sunchaser wants more invisibility potions, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
I definitely want more glue because this shit is fantastic.
Call it Meadows and
You still have
Mammoths.
one more use, don't you?
I do have one more use.
It does
left.
have one more use.
Yeah. So be fucking aware.
So you guys were able to make it out of the town and meet up with the rest of your group that was waiting for you. And here comes Lemmy walking down the road holding something that nobody can see, which is the back of Sunchaser's tunic.
It was the only way I couldn't lose her.
Yep, it was.
I don't have night vision. She doesn't have night vision.
My vision wouldn't have helped.
Fucking yeah, she's invisible.
See through the back of her head. So
Probably not where Lemmy was looking, but yeah.
doesn't matter. You can't see anything.
I can't see anything.
You just can imagine. So making it linked up with the rest of the team,
Yeah.
and decided to push on a little bit longer just to get further away from the city. Is what I'm thinking. What you guys were doing.
Yeah.
Really
don't want to be there when they wake up.
No, not at all. It would be interesting though if you could have been a fly on the wall to see what happens the next
Oh
morning.
my god, I wanted to be a fly on the wall.
Oh yeah, no, I totally did too. But then again, when I originally hatched the plan, I had full intentions of being discovered with him. So
And then slitting him when his throat when somebody walks in the door.
no, killing everybody that came in the room until I got killed.
And killing him first.
No, I still wanted him to have his his day.
Oh, you were still going to do the
Oh yeah,
tongue and
he
the glue
was
and everything,
all gonna do that.
and
yeah,
then just
yeah.
kind of sit there and wait.
Yep.
Kind of pound your boot on the floor.
Yep.
I'm up here.
Yep. That was. I told you it was my swan song. I had a plan.
Well, good thing the rest of your friends decided that they didn't want you to die too.
That is very true. Lemmy was distraught and in a dark place.
He was, because he hadn't had anything to drink. He'd been staying pretty sober.
And
Yeah.
Druk was dead.
So, which you guys felt a little more heavily when you went to camp? When you went to camp and there's nobody there to set up a protective dome.
Yeah, that really sucks.
Huh?
We don't have the tent anymore.
No more tiny
We
hut.
actually have to keep watch and actually do that now. Well,
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons again.
But
We
I think,
always kept watch anyway.
But I think-
We did.
I think even more than coming back to the mansion and not finding Druk, I think this was more of a moment that it really kind of set in for your guys. He really is gone, and he really is not coming back.
Yeah. It's not a good time. No, just in general, not a good time.
So while sleep came, I think it was. I pictured it as being a little rough on the ridiculous six. So,
Yep,
but the morning finally came.
it did.
Sunchaser was still invisible. Lemmy
She
was
was.
still grumpy and distraught.
Very much.
Which Sunchaser decided to try to lighten the mood by tickling Lemmy and whispering
So-
in his ear, and then jumping back away.
Funny story, I hate people trying to tickle me in real life. So this was making me irate.
Lemmy just, stop it! Leave me alone! So Sunchaser, of
You
course,
can't
Just
catch me.
giggling.
Of course, Sunchaser listened to her teammate's request by tickling him on the other side of his body. So,
Then I left him a little alone, or left him alone.
It's okay,
for a
I had
while.
already plotted my revenge at that point.
And then
Got you a third time, and then
Lemmy,
Solidified it.
you know, being dragged along by Sunchaser again, dropped down and checked her oil. 2 fingers, right into pooper.
Are you guys familiar with the Japanese statue in the park of the guy playing the finger game? That's exactly what the fuck I did.
Mm-hmm.
oh, he's gonna get his.
I already got mine. You just got
Oh,
yours.
no.
Now you're
Yeah.
restarting it.
No,
Now you're restarting it.
those were on 2 totally different
Not
levels.
in Lemmy's mind. He'd have rather you checked his oil.
I'm sure he
Oh,
would.
sure he would, without a doubt.
Not even a question.
Well, that's kind of why Lemmy is not really hunchback. He just walks that way with his butt sticking out. in
With the
case some-
hopes.
Just, please, somebody. My oil needs to be checked. I can't do it myself.
Hey, these cakes, man. They beg attention.
So, it will be interesting to see what happens between Sunchaser and Lemmy.
Oh, I'm not mad at her at all. She's my last love on this planet because
Oh, yeah.
everybody's fucking dead or kidnapped.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is tolerated. These are my people.
So, with that, and Sunchaser now no longer letting Lemmy hang on to the back of her tunic,
Well, for now.
For a while.
Yeah.
a little distance between you two in the marching order was probably a good thing.
She got a little hitch in her giddy up right. She walks right now.
We got anybody checking in?
Oh, Paul says I stubbed my toe rolling, or I stubbed my toe rolling for damage. He got a 1.
Well, that's good if you get a damage roll of a 1.
Yeah, that's pretty good because my wife broke her toes the other day.
Ooh.
Ow!
Yeah.
Ow!
Kids left a weight out. She tripped.
Oh, that just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, dude. I heard it pop too. I was like,
Oh.
ah. Very bad. Very, very bad.
Now, if you were rolling to attack with your toes and you got a 1, that's a bad deal. Damage of a 1, and I would probably put
That's
that
a pretty good. That's a pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad.
You couldn't get any better.
Yeah, no, you couldn't.
So,
Literally couldn't.
Paul, sorry about your broken toe, but you know.
At least you didn't
One-
step on the D4.
Oh, that would be even worse.
Like a Lego.
Oh no, makes Legos look like fucking child's play.
step on a Lego than a D4. Oh, I had one of my guys at work yell, "I'm going to be cleaning up Legos for my kids this weekend. I don't want to step on them." Oh, you're so cute. Here, try this.
Let me just scatter these on the floor and see where you
They
where
are
you
straight
land.
up caltrops, especially the metal ones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a metal one that scares the shit out of me.
I got one of those too.
Just in
It's
case
like,
I ever accidentally lose it on the floor.
I just touch it and it's like, oh, that's sharp.
It is.
Yeah, so home defense tip. D&D players do it the best. We just spread out D4s, on the entryway. Somebody breaks in, they're gonna have a bad day.
Underneath the windows, we make Macaulay Culkin look like a little bitch.
Yeah, kid should have been playing D&D.
Should have been.
Should have been playing
Fucking
D&D.
should have been.
So heading up, now Lemmy is a little bit nervous at this point with the shield, remembering how he had to lead with his face last time. Even though Galveron's like, hey, look, it's not like that,
Yeah.
right? It's to keep people out, not to keep people in.
I still didn't believe him.
I know you didn't.
Not even a little bit.
I can just imagine Lemmy just kind of closing his eyes and moving himself forward, finding a little bloop.
Yeah.
So, but you guys made it through okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really interesting. There's a dichotomy that happens when you guys are out of the Sylvanesty Forest, right? All that oppressive, the gloom. It's a haunted forest for a reason, right? That stuff's gone. You guys are now back to a normal forest.
Lemmy is beyond fucking happy because how much time did we have to spend in Port Syphilis and now in fucking this asshole of a place and then another plane of existence? Lemmy just wants the fucking salt air and normal shit. I'll take pirates and everything coming at me, but this spooky shit, I'm done with.
We can have some ghost pirates.
Fuck you.
You heard it here.
We had them once.
He wants
fucker.
ghost pirates.
No, I don't. Not again.
And a ghost wagon. And
No.
spectral knights.
No. No.
Fucking
Sun Chaser has an aversion to
DM
those
Dick
too.
over there.
I give my players what they ask for. You say no, but I know you really mean yes. So
Yes, I wanted my fiance to die at the hands of the Ghost Knights.
he wasn't your fiance.
He was
Yep.
my fiance.
Oh, he was.
He was my
Odin
fiance.
was. That's right. This time.
We are the last of our kind.
I did ask not to have a memory.
A memory.
Remember, I asked to not have a memory.
You
for
wanted to be a
character.
blank slate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked for that. I got it.
Which
I didn't ask for anything, and I got everything.
you got all kinds of stuff.
I did. I showed up with a fucking backstory and all kind of shit.
I showed up with nothing.
Which is interesting for me. I'll be honest with you guys. As a DM, being able to write somebody else's backstory as you go. And
Hell yeah.
I did. I've got everything put together, and it's all in my notes, and I'm just unpeeling it a little at a
I
time.
asked beforehand. I said I had a backstory, but I also thought this was a great idea because I don't want to be one of those like lazy people that feel like writing one out. No, I had one.
For
Someday
sure.
we're gonna get Nikki on camera so she can talk on camera.
Not just the voice. What do we
Yeah.
got going on there?
I like just being a
Paul says, I gave all my old gaming dice except the D10s and some of the D20s away. I don't remember who I gave them to.
Me neither. I know it wasn't me. I don't remember who you gave them to either.
Shit, I don't even know you.
But they're easy to get back. Amazon has a great deal on dice usually.
Or Kraken. I like Kraken
Kraken's
dice.
good.
Kraken dice are fantastic.
or just go to your local
But
game store and pick up some.
so once
Those
you
are
guys got
Chessex
out,
mostly.
trying to figure out where you're going to go, and I guess you guys have decided you want to try to make your way to Palanthas for some reason.
Yeah.
I know Anna's supposed to be there.
Anna and the
we're going back to
orphans.
Anna. We're going back to kind of figure out what the fuck's going on with my family a little
Yeah.
bit.
There was something
yeah.
with that besides.
And Mother Violetta, her dumbass, trying to ruin my life still.
Which I still have my purple dress and cloak if we need it.
We do.
May come in handy.
Or it may
Makeup
just be
handy.
nice to go somewhere nice and dress up pretty.
Though a 7-foot-tall, purple-cloaked person is gonna stick out like a fucking sore
Well, the
thumb.
I'm
cloak
gonna
isn't-
stick out no
The
matter
cloak
what I
isn't
wear.
7 feet
Oh, I know.
tall, so
It's
it's like
gonna
down
look
to
like
the knees.
yeah.
No, I had a
She gonna look like
special name.
Superman.
Mine wasn't one of the ones picked from
Oh,
that room.
okay.
Mine
you
and the
had
dress
one
were
made.
special
That's
made.
right, you did. You had yours made.
Because that was when we were thinking we were gonna like meet them, and I thought I might have to dress up and like pretend to be one of the.
You may still.
It is still
Yeah,
raining
which is
where
why
we
I still
are.
have them.
Yes, it is.
Paul, yes, it's actually lightning and thundering. You may actually hear that.
I didn't say lightning and
And
thunder, but I definitely see
humid
the
as
rain.
hell.
Oh,
There's
It
thunder.
was,
Oh, yeah.
you were inside.
oh, the fucking! It feels like ball sweat out here.
It really does.
It's terrible.
Sticking right to your leg. But, anyway, going down this old trade road, you guys discovered a small child just sitting and crying by a tree.
Which means, of course, Sun Chaser
I didn't even want to at first. Everyone was like, "Wait, Sun Chaser, aren't you the one that's good with this stuff?"
Yeah,
I
this is
tried.
not Lemmy's game.
I tried to give the option of let's just go, but
And the rest of the team bravely stayed behind about 30 feet to watch you go
Oh.
do what you needed to do.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, far
No,
enough.
I don't think I was 30 feet. I
Mama
was
Bear went
trying
out
to-
maybe a little
again,
closer.
so I went up to the crying child, even though the last crying child got us into some shit too, though I love her dearly.
Look, you guys were close enough to help her if she needed, but far enough away that any splatter that she got would not land on you guys.
That's true. That's true.
Um,
And we kind of lost Droop because of Anna. In a roundabout way.
huh?
Because wasn't she
that
there?
had nothing to do with
No,
it.
I know, but you... Never mind.
No, that was a different...
Lemmy's just blaming
That
everybody.
was the treants. That was a whole...
Yeah, that was
Oh, that's
other
right.
dream sequence.
Oh, that's
Dream
right, because
sequence.
he did get killed once before.
He's been killed 3 times.
Yeah,
No.
multiple times.
They don't seem to stick.
That's why Lemmy
That
didn't
was
believe
with
it.
Anna, but
Yes.
it was all a dream, so
It
he
wasn't
never
real
really
Anna, that's
died.
right.
So it wasn't
'cause
real
Anna died.
Because Anna died too.
Half the party died.
Yeah,
I did.
Lemmy didn't.
I didn't.
Aha.
About everybody else did.
Yep.
Sun Chaser's a tank.
That was a straight up dream sequence.
Lemmy's a fast guy.
Are you anywhere near Gilbert and Baseline?
Nope.
About 10, 15 miles.
It really depends on the map that you're using.
That's true.
If I'm on a globe,
I'm
Yeah,
real
we're
close.
real,
I'm
real
real
close.
fucking close.
you know, if we're on a map that 1
Google
inch
Maps?
equals 1 inch,
I'm 20 minutes away, 25 minutes away.
yeah. We should have a map that's 1 inch equals 1 inch.
It's right up there.
Where?
No, I'm just kidding. We have the battle
Yeah.
map.
No, I mean a real life map of the United States where 1 inch on the map is 1 inch in real life.
Oh, yeah, it's called Going Outside.
Oh, yeah.
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 So, Billy, you ran into Billy, who explained to
Oh,
you
Billy.
that monsters were attacking the town, according to the man he's apprenticed to. And you guys then decided that, you know, if you got some more information, you might be able to help, because he was really looking for some help.
Yeah.
And then Billy kind of fell in love with the dog. Lots of scritches for Rusty.
Not a dog.
He's 10 years old. To him, it's a dog.
Yeah. The very ugly chihuahua.
It's, you know, one of the hard things is really kind of trying to write for a young child. Because they have a different way of looking at the world. And when I write Billy, and I wrote his parts, I gotta kind of get into the headspace of a young child.
That's not hard for you.
Well, no, I have a 14-year-old, you know.
So
humor
you only had
system.
to dumb it down 4 years.
Yeah, that's a lot, though. It's a lot
You're
harder.
capable.
It's a lot harder to go from 14 to 10 than it is to go to 14 to 18.
Yeah, but you're already going from 50 fucking 2 or whatever you are to 14. So I mean, that's a pretty easy jump once you get to that point.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
So, because you really got to write for a character like that that's just really innocent. Look at, and that's why he
10
thinks
is
it's a dog.
whole nother level of innocent than 14.
That's very
for,
true.
for the most
I
part.
have a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
God bless her.
I remember me at 10, and then I remember me at 14.
You're a different person, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Big
No.
time.
'Cause at that point, I'm a teenager. I have noticed boobs.
Yeah.
They have noticed me.
Yeah, we like each other.
I figured out I liked other things more, but boobs at the first, yeah, they kind of had me. I wanted to know what one felt like. So wanted to know what one felt like until I felt it, and I'm like, okay, what's the rest feel like?
Well,
Not bad.
You know, the thing is, when you see one set of boobs, you pretty much want to see them all.
Thank you, Ron White.
I really don't
Even
care
if you
if
got to roll them up after.
Hey, if they're impressive,
Yeah,
let's see them.
100% Ron White right there. You want to see more titties?
Sure.
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
you
No,
know
I
what?
remember that.
Even
They
if-
call me Tater Salad.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's
even-
from that special. That was fucking
even
hilarious.
I didn't want to be drunk in public.
That's
I
why I
wanted to
was
be
drunk in
in a
there.
bar. They threw me into public.
Well, I don't know how many bouncers they're gonna eat, or that it takes to throw me out of a bar, but I know how many they're gonna use.
That's such a great...
Same with
Yeah.
police.
Best
I don't know how many
Best
police it
skit
takes to
ever.
kick my ass, but I know how many they're gonna use.
You know,
Every time.
honestly, if you're a man with some man boobs and they're really impressive, let's go ahead and see them. Let's take a look. What the hell?
I mean,
If they're impressive. I mean,
Dude, I
if they're
played
not-
football from 8 to 21, and I can tell you I have seen some man titties.
I don't want to see them if they're impressive. But if they're not, keep your shirt on. But if they're impressive, by all means, flop them out.
It's just... I mean, I did give a dude $1 in a fucking locker room one time because
I don't
want to
know about any rest of that story. No, that story needs to stay.
Those are impressive.
So, if we can finally somehow manage to get back to our recap.
Yeah, because we're overtime. We're in extra innings right now.
That's all right. It's our show.
Nobody's watching anyway.
We can do what we want. Well, Paul is. So
yes, Paul is.
Paul,
I still
you're
don't know
getting
who Paul is.
You're getting a bonus. This is extra,
Paul
totally free. So you guys,
This is your private show, brother.
made it over.
What do you
to
want?
We haven't set up the bank account yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought there was another.
So you guys made it over to this field where you see a draconian setting fire.
I don't like draconians.
No, and first thing was immediately you guys start drawing some weapons. Where Atos then turns to Billy, who's still preoccupied with Rusty. Is that your master, the guy you're apprenticed to? Which was a yes. So running over, you find out that he actually is the guy who owns this farm, and he's actually just burning out blight that was caused. And when questioned about the monsters, he led you guys back up to his farmhouse so he could talk a little more privately.
Yeah.
And that where you found out that the neighboring town of Bastogne, doesn't like any of them, and they resettled this abandoned town after the war. And they also really, really don't like magic, like at all. So you guys then decided you would help, and went and set some booby traps up.
Boobies.
Sun Chaser was able to set up her snares expertly.
I couldn't. I tried to.
No, Galvaron helped you out though.
Yeah.
I mean, he's used to setting traps in the woods and catching game, and feeling pretty secure. You guys decided to hit the town.
Yeah.
Where it was exactly as Grohl had said. It's mostly draconians. There was a few humans and elves mixed in. And this was funny. When Lemmy stopped somebody and, hey, is there a tavern? And the draconian just points to the building next to you. The Dragon's Breath. And then, how about a whorehouse? And having Renkick have to lean over to Lemmy. There's no female draconians. Ooh, my bad.
That's a thing.
That is a thing.
Yep.
So,
Not a fun thing, but that's a thing.
with that, you guys finally got a chance to relax a little bit, get some drinks, toast Drook one last time. I don't know if it's quite putting a cap on Drook at this point, because
That's going to be a scar for a while.
in your guys' perspective, I mean, it's only been 2 days.
Yeah.
Less since the very last time you saw him.
Yeah.
So, but again, I mean, it's kind of like comic books. Nobody stays dead forever.
One can hope.
So we'll see what happens. So especially, any ideas what's going to happen in this next session?
I'm going to figure out a way to mail my package.
Yes, because you did stick the tongue into a bottle,
I did.
and
You
then
got salt from someone.
No,
Yes.
I got piss.
you also
No,
got
you
I got a little
salt.
salt too. Yeah, I did.
So it's pissed in and salted.
Yeah, so
and
salt, uric acid, it's preserved. It's going to stay there.
just nobody drink it from that bottle.
Nope.
You're not going to want to.
I think I'm going to send it to Fada.
How are you going to get through the shield?
No.
I'll figure somebody out.
Send it directly to him.
No, I kind of want her to put on like her mantle.
Then
as
you
like
actually
a-
are going to manipulate her.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that. Might be that.
Yeah, don't.
I just send it to his dumbass.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Just send it to him.
Mm.
With a
Not-
happy little.
Not that the DM wants to give
No.
you any ideas, but maybe send it directly to the Palace of Stars, because then he can't say nothing happened and be hiding. No,
That's
I'm fine.
very
I'm
true.
just sick. I'm in bed. My so and so will take care of everything for me.
That is true. That is a brilliant idea. Now we
Unless
just
that's
got to
gonna-
figure out a way to do it.
Bring all of them down upon us, trying to find us. if
Oh,
we
who
do it
fucking
that way.
cares? Let him come.
Well, if it's anonymous,
Yeah. Because he can't say who did it.
he's
And
not,
as long as I don't sign it,
he's not going to want to say who did it
No.
because it was a lowly human.
because he's a little bitch.
So that's my gift to you. Enjoy. Any other suggestions or ideas of what might happen tonight?
I feel like we're going to be killing Draconians. Again.
I thought the Draconians were who were helping.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Lemmy doesn't care.
Draconians
Fighting racist people.
are who are you helping?
Lemmy's just in it for blood at this point, so we'll be fine.
Race of, you know,
So, what about you?
still
Drink some
racist,
drinks,
but the race of
kill some monsters.
Yep.
So a typical Tuesday for the Ridiculous Six.
Check some oil.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll
Check
be
check
fine.
some more.
No,
So,
no, there will be none of that.
all right. So we are a little bit over, and we thank you for joining us and being here with us.
Thank you. You don't have to be, but you chose to be.
We will, again, also, this will be up on YouTube shortly. And if you're seeing it on YouTube, please go ahead and like, share, smash it, those buttons, subscribe.
Yeah, if you're from West Virginia, smash it like you would your cousin.
You know, if you see this... What?
What?
Huh?
What?
Well, I mean, you know...
Sorry, Pennsylvania.
Are
here.
you kissing cousins?
Oh, we did far more than kiss. I didn't kiss him, I just had sex with him.
Wow, you had sex with your
Just.
male cousin? Oh, interesting.
That was just hypothetical.
We learn shit every day here.
It was hypothetical.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
So
but,
just Dutch ruddering.
You know, I do want to say this, though, and in the spirit of the storm that we have going on here,
Storm.
if you are watching this on YouTube and you don't hit that like button, you're going to get hit by lightning. It's almost 100% guaranteed.
And
Or
your
by
mom's a hoe.
Sunchaser.
She will come to your house and rip up all your comic books.
And your mom's a hoe. So, I mean, there's that.
Wow, you went there.
I did. If you watched this all the way to the end and you didn't like it, your mom's a hoe.
Okay, I can live with
Yeah,
that.
I'm just saying.
If she is, and you know she is,
Just put her number in the chat.
with a picture,
Yeah, and we'll contact her later.
we'll definitely get it all straightened out.
Yeah, we will sort it out.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Hopefully, we got somebody that's going to be on the ball and push the stop button here in a moment. But thanks a lot, and roll for initiative.
Bye.